Good morning, everybody. What's the word? It's your boys, Tuesday Finesse. You know who we repping. You see Mamba in the background. You see 8. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it. 24. Hey, I will be your host for this very first episode of In My Bag, but please be advised that the host will be switching throughout the week as we provide more content for the listeners. With that being said, go ahead and introduce yourselves, man.
It's your highness, Carolina's finest. Stay dangerous and keep careful.
Carolina Slim, man. TJ919. Stay tuned for my Friday show. We're gonna be lit on Fridays.
That's what's up. Hey, first and foremost, we want to say we appreciate all those in advance who's going to be listening to the show, who's going to be watching, commenting, and really showing your support. Please make sure that y'all tuning in because we're going to be covering some good content for you guys, and we're going to have some good debates. Right. Now, with that being said, now that we got all that out the way, can I get in my bag?
Go ahead and hop in that mug.
Might as well.
Hey, let's get it. Okay, so my first question is, recent footage of the Dallas Cowboy practice surfaced, and we saw young wide receiver CeeDee Lamb really exploding in practice. You know, he was really making catches look easy. His routes look really crisp. With the emergence of him or potential emergence of him and amid that Dak Prescott stays healthy, is it finally time for us to start looking at the Dallas Cowboys as a threat in the NFC? What you got for me, TJ?
No. Two words that's going to keep the Dallas Cowboys from winning the Super Bowl, even sniffing the NFC Championship game. Mike McCarthy. On top of that, they got Dak Prescott out there throwing little foam footballs in training camp. It's supposed to be hard knocks, hitting the ground running, getting a jump on the season. And y'all starting quarterback throwing foam footballs, it's over. It's over for Dallas. It's going to be a no. Big no.
I completely agree with TJ, but for different reasons. Their defense has never been strong. And I'm not going to say their defense not been strong. Their DBs has never really been that strong. So, yeah, you're going to be able to probably keep up the scoring, but if you don't have the ball last, it doesn't matter on offense. You're not strong defensively.
It's the NFC.
I will say this though. If we looking at the division that they are sitting in, you know, what would you say would be some potential wide receiver threats that you would say oppose a threat to them as far as their defensive back goes? You know, if you look at the division as far as the Eagles.
The Washington football team got McLaurin and Curtis Samuel.
You got McLaurin in Philly. You got Jeremy McLaurin in Philly. Who else is
Devontae Smith in Philly, rookie, Alabama.
Yep.
So this question is for TJ. So do you think that with Dak Prescott starting in their offensive power, do you think that they'll be able to go punch for punch with those teams in that division?
They can't even get it right amongst themselves because of Mike McCarthy. Late games on the line. They rushed Jason Garrett out so quick just to go get Mike McCarthy. Because Aaron Rodgers looking pretty good in Green Bay without Mike McCarthy. He did just strong arm a whole organization and win an MVP without Mike McCarthy. So I don't think Mike McCarthy that much special.
That's facts.
Okay, well, Maul, with that being said, now that we see what you guys' opinion are on the Cowboys, I want to talk about the divisions as a whole. The preseason is already underway. You know, the season's really about to start. Let's jump over to the AFC for you, Maul. Who you got as your division winners, and who's going to get those top 2 seeds come playoff time?
So I'm going to start with the AFC South. And down right up front, I got Tennessee. Tennessee is going to run away with the AFC South. I don't see anybody else messing with them, really. Like, the next biggest thing would probably be the Colts if you get Carson Wentz back. But
he out at least 5 weeks.
Yeah, he out at least 5 weeks. That 5 weeks, they'll be far ahead by then. Yeah, they'll be far ahead by then. The AFC East, I got the Bills. The AFC North, I got the Browns. Browns are going to win the AFC North. The AFC West, shocker, I do not have Kansas City winning that. I have the Chargers. I'm telling y'all, I'm standing on this right now.
Explain a little bit more. Explain a little bit more. Why did you pick the Chargers?
Because their rookie quarterback last year, he was a rookie last year, and he already stood out amongst everybody in the AFC rookie-wise. He stood out with that slower start. And they're getting all their defensive weapons back. People forget about how nasty Bosa is. That man is a monster. Like, they already seen Patrick Mahomes run for his life. They figured out that formula. They are in trouble. Trouble.
What you gotta say about that, TJ? Anything to add?
I'm just waiting for Aaron Rodgers to go to the Broncos.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers to the Broncos. That's your prediction?
He gonna ride 2 years in Denver, and we're gonna see what my homeboy can do then.
So you think he gonna follow the Peyton Manning trail route?
Nah, he going to follow. He following Shannon Sharp. He want Uncle Shannon been shouting him out on Undisputed.
Uncle Sharp.
Okay. Well, with that being said, then let me hear your NFC picks. Let me know who you got.
NFC, my top 2 seeds, Tampa Bay and Green Bay. So I got Green Bay winning their division, Tampa winning their division, the Niners winning their division, and who's the last one? Oh, Fitzmagic taking the NFC lease. Fitzmagic and Chase Young. Yeah, I'm riding with them boys. I'm riding with Fitzmagic this year.
Okay, here's a little route. Here's a little route for you, TJ. Who you got? Who you think gonna secure those wild card spots? Because if we're talking about division winners, it's a lot of good secondary teams on a lot of these divisions. Especially one team that I like to point out in the NFC is the Minnesota Vikings. I really like their team. I really love their offense. They're loaded. I really think they have a lot of potential to steal it away from Green Bay. But what are some of those things that you think? Is it because of Aaron Rodgers last year? You think he's going to go out with a bang?
Yeah, and the Vikings are sorry.
Sorry. Yes, they are. They're sorry. But
they should have made a move for a new quarterback this offseason.
Yeah, because Cousins is not it.
Cousins is robbing blind.
Yeah, he's not it.
They could give me a fourth of his contract, and I go out there, me and Jefferson, and get it done.
Facts. But the wild card team in the NFC, if I could chime in, it's them Bears. I'm telling y'all, it's them Bears. Andy Dalton or Justin Fields starting, they're gonna fall into that wild card spot.
And who else?
And I'll give it to Washington because that was going to win the NFC East.
So you think that Seattle, San Francisco, the Rams, and the Cardinals are all going to be outside? Well, only one of them is going to make the playoffs come playoffs.
Here's my wild cards for the NFC. Shout out to my boy Stu Stay Finesse. I'm going to go his Rams. I'm going to give him a wild card. And I'm giving my Panthers a wild card. Sam Darnold going to ride out this year. Let's go, Sam.
Okay.
Let's go, Sam.
Okay.
Hey, look, diehard fan, but I can't agree with that.
I'm riding with our boys this year. We can sneak 10. We can sneak 10 wins.
10 wins, huh?
10 wins to get us in.
10 against
in the AFC? In the NFC with as tough as it is?
Yeah, 10 against 10. There's not that many strong teams in the NFC. You're like, oh my God, they're going to run away with it. You can say Tampa Bay. You can say Green Bay. But every other team, you're like, okay, any given Sunday, we can take them.
Tampa's going to win their division with us at a wild card. The Saints are going to be terrible. The Falcons are going to be terrible. The Packers going to run away with their division. The Bears going to be terrible. The Vikings going to be terrible. And the Lions going to be terrible. The 49ers going to win their division. The Rams. You know what? I'm gonna give it to the Seahawks and the Panthers. Rams still gonna be third. I can't put them ahead of Russell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He threw a shout out. He threw a shout out to me. He threw a shout out to me, and now he's trying to tell me that Russell Wilson is gonna lead
I threw
the
a shout out
Seahawks.
to you. I didn't throw a shout out to the Rams.
Come on, man. You threw a shout out to me. I respected you for that, but now I gotta call you out on that, bro. There's no way that the Seahawks are making it to the wild card.
Who got more playoff wins, Russell Wilson or Matt Stafford?
Russell Wilson.
Elaborate.
Is that all?
Who got more Super Bowl rings?
Russell Wilson. Is that all?
But that doesn't matter though, TJ. That does not matter.
Come on, man.
Why not?
Let it be known. Let it be known, Ma.
It don't matter.
Why?
It doesn't matter who has more Super Bowl rings.
I really just want to know, why did you pick the Bears? Why did you pick the Bears out of all of them?
Because
of their defense?
Yes, I love the Bears defense. Matt Khalil is one of the most underrated defensive players that are playing right now.
We're calling him underrated as a defender. We're calling him as underrated as a defender.
Talk about Darnold.
We talking about him being underrated as a defender, even though right here sitting in LA, we got an amazing, considered the best defensive player in the league, arguably the best player in the league in Aaron Donald, and you gonna put your hat on Khalil Mack over Aaron Donald. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm the host for this episode. We'll talk about that another time. It's okay.
Yeah,
we got Wednesday. We got Wednesday and we got Friday. It's all right. I'm gonna get my time. But look, let's go over to the NBA. I want to talk a little bit about the NBA. With the season being on the rise, we know Giannis just won the championships. There's been a lot of moves going on, but I really want to focus on Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant's career, what we've seen from him, the accolades, the stats. We've seen him in the finals. We've seen him with the Warriors, the Thunder. We've seen him in the Olympics. Is there anything more that Kevin Durant needs to do to solidify himself as a top 10 player all time? And if you do not consider him a top 10 all time, why is that? Maul, let me hear from you first, brother.
I will consider him a top 10 player of all time. Not because of his accolades or what he has done. It's because you have never seen a player like Kevin Durant. They say he's 6'11", 6'12". He is 7 feet tall with a jumper, and he know how to dribble. You'll never see another player like that in the NBA. But if we're going off of his accolades and the stuff that he has done skillful-wise, he wouldn't fall in my top 10 because of the mentality. You know,
if we're going off, are you going off of accolades? Or hold on, skill?
Hold on. Ma, you said we ain't never seen a 7-footer with a jumper.
Not like that.
He said we ain't never seen a 7-footer with handles.
With handles and a jumper like Kevin Durant. It is smooth. Kevin Durant's jumper is smooth.
You ain't never seen a 7-footer with a fadeaway like Dirk.
But he ain't got a jumper like Kevin Durant. He can come off the dribble and then shoot.
Durant don't got a fader or a ring like Dirk do.
But he don't have to.
You can say he ain't got a ring like Dirk do, but can you sit here and say anything about his accomplishments?
And plus, Kevin Durant doesn't. Kevin
Durant
took him
doesn't
the
have
sucker
to
way
add
out.
Dirk got him the hard way. Dirk got his the hard way.
Man, let me clarify the statement. Let me clarify the statement because we seem to be talking about this sucker way out a lot lately. Last time I recall, if I'm not mistaken, soon as the Warriors lost, then blew that 3-1 lead, they ran to go call Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant didn't run and go call in. And I think that's something that people got to take into consideration when they're considering Kevin Durant's moves. Could he have said no? Of course he could have said no. But you're going to fault him for choosing to go to a team that was his choice, even though that team was the team that beat him?
I'm not faulting him, but when you talk about top 10 all time, if Magic would have called Larry Bird and said, come join LA, what would Larry say?
Hell no.
If Paul Pierce and KG then called Kobe and said, hey man, come on over to Boston, what Kobe would have said?
Probably.
What?
I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm joking.
Oh, boy. You see the mama in the background? Boy, don't have me turn up on this show.
All I'm saying, KD could have said no and figured it out. I would have respected that more. That's just me. But for KD to be in my top 10 all time, he got to go to not a small market, but he got to go somewhere with a young kid and win a small city like Giannis did, Milwaukee, because no superstars going to Milwaukee to play. Giannis was drafted there, figured it out. Now, if Giannis leaves, he can tell Milwaukee, hey, I stayed loyal. I got y'all a ring. Now I want to go live it up. But he paid his homage first. KD didn't do it that way. So he's not going to be in my top 10.
So when you say he paid his homage, you saying he paid his homage in regards to getting him to a championship, like getting him a championship ring?
He didn't get it though.
No, I'm asking, is that what you're saying as far as Giannis goes? Is that what you're saying? What separates it? The fact that even though KD took his team to the finals and lost, and Giannis took us to the finals and won, you saying that's more of what KD should have did with OKC?
No, he went to the team that he was up 3-1 on.
Is that what the biggest issue is? I'm just trying to find out what the biggest issue is. Because he went to the team that he was up on?
You was up 3-1 on Golden State. Why not run it back and say, you know what, we can beat them. We had them beat.
But TJ, I got this one. How can you not say that he's not in the top 10 of all time with how he's built and the game that he plays with his size?
He transcended the game. The game.
It's different. A 7-footer with handles. What you gonna do with that?
That can score from anywhere on the court. Pure water. Anywhere on the court. I don't care where you standing at.
Like, yeah, I get his move wasn't normal, and most people will look down on it. But a player of his size with that skill set, that's different.
He lost. Giannis went to his house and beat him. Giannis went to you.
It's all right, man. You know he loved that toe on the line.
TJ,
hold on.
TJ.
It's not about the toe on the line. It could have been a foot in front of the line, a foot behind the line, and he missed. Giannis went to your house and beat you. Went to the finals and won a ring. He went to your house, Game 7, and beat you.
So that's enough for you to put KD out of your top 10 all time, is what you're saying?
No, that's not. That is all of it plays a factor. But
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying as far as the things that you mentioned as a whole, that's enough for you to keep him out. Okay, Ma, and you saying it's enough for you to have him in your top 10?
Yeah, because he's a different.
I definitely have Kevin Durant in my top 10 of all time. I do think Giannis is knocking on that door. You know, I really just want to see Giannis get a couple more championships. This is his first one.
But couple more. If he get one more, he'll be tied with KD.
If he get one more, he'll be tied with KD.
Defensive player of the year.
Okay, you can say but he needs to get more than KD. He needs to get more than KD, in my opinion, in order for him to pass KD. If they both got 2 rings,
if they both got 2 rings, 2 Finals MVP, and Giannis and he already got a defensive player of the year,
I'm still picking KD.
Boy, stop.
You crazy. KD's game on offense is literally that good. We talk about a player that's one of the only players to even join the 50, 40, 90 club. Why are we keep forgetting about the purity of his game? The elevation of his game since he's been in the league.
If he was so water and transcended when he was up 3-1 on Golden State, why he didn't close it out if he was so water?
Because he had a man named Russell Westbrook that he was screaming to give him the ball, but we all know how Russell Westbrook is. That's why. No, we're not gonna say it's Westbrook's fault.
Hold on.
As a leader, maybe he could have demanded the ball more.
Won't you just hype saying Russ about to do this and do that in LA? That's still the same Russ.
But KD, he ain't got the same leader. KD, I've never sat here and said that KD is considered a great leader, but I did say KD is not a bad leader. The things that like I talked about one time when we were speaking about Andre Iguodala when he gave
in the Olympics. He out here trash talking little Bam over basketball.
You said he was trash? That's called trash talk. He just said I made my shot, so give me my change.
Over your team.
That's all he said.
At the Olympics.
That's all he said, and y'all gonna make a big deal out of him saying, "Give me my change."
All them cameras out there, and you gonna do that in front of them cameras?
He asked for his change
after y'all already lost. He went to Twitter.
Was throw him the ball.
He went to Twitter.
Here you go, bro. My bad.
He went to
Bam was
Twitter.
the one that sat on there and tried to give a whole story, and all he said was, "Bro, I made
KD
the
went
shot."
to Twitter.
And then
KD
he said,
went
"Oh,
to
you
Twitter.
ain't make this ball."
KD went to Twitter for what?
That's the issue. I'm not sitting here saying that KD is not emotional. KD's always been emotional. We know him for making burner accounts just to defend himself. I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about the deniance of his game. Soft, weak-minded, weak mentality. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not putting him in the same spectrum as Kobe when it comes to top 10 all time. I think there's some separation on that list. And that mentality could be that separation. But I'm putting KD in my top 10.
Real quick, can I just try to name 10 in front of him? Just real quick off the top.
Yeah.
That y'all both will agree on.
Okay.
So that's gonna take some time. That's gonna take some time.
No, let's try real quick. Can we go LeBron, Jordan, Kobe?
Yeah.
Shaq.
Yeah. Whoa. Are we talking? Oh, wait. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, this is next time. We'll run it back.
Yeah, next time. We'll run that back.
I told you, man. Yeah.
We'll run it back.
All right. Last question real quick before we get up out of here. Yo, look, I got to know what's going on in the URL. Yes, we are covering the URL because the URL is a sport. And if you're a fan like us, you definitely need to make sure you tuning in to the show, man, because it's about to get crazy. Because guess what?
Shout out
What you
Smack.
say, Mom?
Shout out Uncle Smack.
What you say, Mom?
Summer Madness is coming.
Summer Madness is coming, and that's right. We got Summer Madness coming up. We got a lot of good battles on this card. You know, and I think this is going to be one of the best Summer Madnesses that we've seen in a while. What do y'all have as the most overrated battle?
My opinion, the most overrated battle is Murder Mook and Reed. Because nobody's really going to be... They're going to go back into a moment where they were hot. And that's been over 15 years. They're gonna try to slide back in that bag when they were hot. It's a whole different era now. It's not 15 years ago. Their rhyme scheme is gonna go over a lot of people's heads. It's gonna be fire for people like us because we've been watching battle rap for years. But for the newer audience that haven't really been watching battle rap on Caffeine, because they just started that Caffeine thing this year. For the newer people that never really watched battle rap, they're gonna be like, who are these guys and what are they talking about?
I'm agree with Maul. Don't nobody want to hear that old school blase no more. We don't want to hear about how you was doing this back in 2000. No, we want to hear that gun talk.
Right.
We want to hear that gun talk.
I feel it.
Hey, don't nobody want to hear that Sharif.
Hey, my personal overrated battle for this card is gonna be K-Shine and Hollow the Don. And the reason that I got this battle is overrated, and it's really gonna depend on how Hollow comes to this battle because Hollow's style is very unique and it's very unorthodox. But these last few battles, we've been showing that the crowd hasn't really been feeling those things that he's been saying, and they haven't really been feeling the unorthodox style of his, maybe because they feel like it's old or played out. But I think that the way that Hollow the Don comes into this battle against K-Shine is going to be really key. And the reason I say it's overrated is because if he don't show up that he's adapted or that he switched, it's just going to be a 30. Mm-hmm. K-Shine going to run away with the battle. So I think that battle, and I personally don't think he's going to adapt. I really don't. Because, you know, once you set in your style like that for so long, you know, he's one of the core rappers that's been rapping for a while. But to come back and to really try to adapt your style is really going to be key for him in this battle. But K-Shine's energy, this will be the first time, if I'm not mistaken, y'all, too, that Smack will be on the big stage, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, in as far as since the pandemic came about. This would be the first time that they've actually had a live big event. And if we know anything about K-Shine, K-Shine brings a lot of energy. And I think with this first Smack event, energy is going to be key in this Smack event with the pandemic coming next. And I don't know if Hollow's going to be able to match K-Shine's energy.
Hey, yo, big dog.
Yo, big dog.
Hey, Hey, but look, before we wrap the show up, that's all the questions that I had today. Appreciate y'all for letting me get in my bag. Y'all gave me some good information. Hey, for all those watching these videos, please like, comment, and share. Please comment more than anything. I want to know your opinions on some of the things that we talked about. Let's see if we can get in there and get some good arguments, some good debates in. Hey, and if you want to, at the end of this video, you can follow myself, or you can follow Maul, or you can follow TJ at the _sign down at the bottom. So make sure that you go to our page and make sure you like and follow. And look, if you want to debate with me, all I'm saying is get in the comments. I'm jumping in. I'm KD today. I'm KD.
All with the smoke. All with the smoke.
Hey, any last words from y'all too, man? Anybody got anything to say? What you got, TJ?
Keep pounding, Carolina gang.
Ma, what you got for me?
I say keep grinding and don't let them drag you down.
I feel that. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in to that episode. You know who it is. Stu Stay Finesse and always rapping. You see the 8, you see the 24. Laker Nation, hold it down. We'll be here for the next episode. See y'all later, man. Y'all be safe.
In the whip screaming, rest in peace, mamba. I'm on the way.